What up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of What's in the Box Trek. Lakers with 2 wins in a row. We might be cooking. We might be on to something. I don't know, man. We'll see. This one is actually going to be really short and sweet. I know that there's some controversy about the calls in the game. I think that that's fair. I don't want to challenge any fan base on their emotions and responses to a game. I felt the same way when there was a bogus call at the end of the Celtics game last year, and the Celtics were like plus 25 or plus 19 or something in free throws. I understood it, but you know what? I also noted that the Lakers turned the ball over quite a bit in that game, and I'm going to know something about the Raptors here. Let's go. The Lakers win against the Raptors yesterday at home, 131-132. The Raptors did get up 94 attempts to the Lakers 81. You guys know how I feel about that. I would like closer to 90 shots for the Lakers. The Raptors also shot excellent from the field, 56%. The Lakers, excellent as well, 54% from the field. The Raptors, 48% from three. The Lakers, 44% from three. That's also 2 excellent percentages from three. One is really, really, really great at 48%, but 44% is not bad, and it amounted to one more three-pointer for the Raptors. It was 16 makes from the Lakers, 17 makes from the Raptors. Let's keep going, though. I'm going to skip free throws for now. The Lakers did out-rebound the Raptors. There were even in assists, even in blocks. The Lakers had 15 turnovers for 28 points. They gave up 28 points off of turnovers. Excellent job from the Raptors. 12-13, Lakers win in fast break points. Points in the paint, the Raptors win. And second chance points, the Raptors win 11-6. Now, let's note some of the notable things. First of all, the Raptors are number 4 in the league in points in the paint and number 1 in fast break points. So the fact that they only had 12 was a bonus for the Lakers in a sense. The Lakers are also in the top 5, top 10, depending upon the night. These things change kind of nightly in points in the paint. But opponent points in the paint, they're 12th, 11th in the league in defense in that category. So it's not shocking that the Rockets won that battle 70-50. The Rockets are a young, athletic, quick downhill to the basket team. They don't force a lot of shots. They actually get quite a few open layups. I mentioned on Threads before the game started that the Lakers need to be careful of their switching, and the Raptors made them pay. They had an excellent game plan of just attacking on the switch, right? Lost on a screen, attack. Stuck behind a screen, attack. They also shot excellent from the three-point line, which is, man, they were lights out. They could not miss in the fourth quarter, which leads me to the complaint. First of all, I don't believe the Raptors coach needs to be fined for complaining about the referees. I think taking the emotion out of the game is unfair to us all. Look, we're fans. He wants to win. I want a competitor like that who's upset when he loses a game. But I would like him to look at his own team's free throw percentage. Yes, they shot less than the Lakers. Yes, the free throw disparity in the fourth was pretty, some would say egregious. I would say that if you settle for threes, you're not going to get fouls. But whatever. The Raptors were 61% from the free throw line, 61.5%. They made 8 out of 13. Now stop. Do not try to challenge me on this. They are also last in the league in free throw percentage. Listen, they lost by 1. They make those free throws, game over. Game over. Technically, they lost by 4 points. Fair. They make their free throws, the whole game plan changes. That's the bottom line. You cannot, in this league, shoot 61% from the free throw line. Not in the NBA. You might get away with it some nights. You almost got away with it this night. But wow, man. 61%, and this is a big problem for them. So this wasn't like a regular night, right? This kind of off chance happened. No, they shoot the lowest percentage in the league. I don't know. I've never blamed the game entirely on the refs. I am a fan. I've definitely been upset with the referees before. I named one game where I was particularly upset. But at the end of the day, man, it's 48 minutes to win a game. And what you do within those 48 minutes does not have a ton to do with the refs. I also don't understand how the Lakers, as long as I've been watching the Lakers, the refs have been giving them games. So that means that Magic Johnson's not a great player. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is not a great player. Kobe's not a great player. Shaq's not a great player. LeBron's not a great player. AD's not a great player. They've never had a team good enough to win these games. It's always been the refs. I just don't understand it. And there are no complaints the other way. Anyway, back to the Lakers. Look, the Lakers bench the last 2 games has been in the plus and the starters have been in the minus outside of LeBron. I think that's something to discuss. Cam Reddish did have an excellent game last night. A pretty solid game. He's 4 for 6 from 3, 13 points in 23 minutes. D'Lo and C. Wood, both 50% shooting. They were also in the plus last game, and that's in under 30 minutes. Really under 25 minutes. C. Wood played 24 minutes. D'Lo only played 17 minutes. 4 for 8 from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 11 points. Never in 17 minutes. I just am really tired of the D'Lo slander. It just doesn't make any sense, especially when comparatively, and I'm not ragging on Austin Reeves. I'm only ragging on your slander. I like Austin Reeves. I'm not making this a D'Lo versus Reeves battle. I'm saying 1, 2 games, too short to really be fair about this. But in the last 2 games, the marked improvement of the bench needs to be noted. With D'Lo on the bench is better. We found a bench combination of D'Lo and Christian Wood, and in off minutes, they play well together. I don't like D'Lo and LeBron on the floor at the same time. It basically negates D'Lo for some odd reason. I'm not saying that that's a LeBron fault or a D'Lo fault. Somehow they don't seem to work well together. I don't know why D'Lo can't just catch and shoot, but they seem to be a little off. They're not mixing well together, and there's some obvious issue there. But with that being said, man, Austin Reeves 3 for 10 last night. He had some great plays in the fourth quarter, thankfully. But 3 for 10 last night, man. 7 assists, great, awesome. But that's in 32 minutes. He's the 3rd most in minutes, and he's top 100 in minutes in the league. There's so much complaint about his playing time, and I don't understand the complaint. The dude is getting playing time. He's playing the whole fourth quarter. Every game, he's being relied upon to make big plays. And damn it if he doesn't do it. But he also makes some pretty bad plays throughout the game. And we're only counting the special, and we're not counting when it's not so great. But with D'Lo, we're only counting when it's not so great and not counting when it's special. We're deliberately trying to walk a player out of the locker room. And this has been a Laker fan thing for quite some time, and I do not understand it. Remember, you guys were super hyped to give up KCP for THT, and look now. This is where we are. You guys were super excited. THT was supposed to take over KCP's spot and dominate. Look where we are now. Look at where KCP was last year and where THT is this year. I liked THT as well, but I screamed and hollered about how the fan base was blaming KCP, but KCP's numbers were pretty good the last year he was with the Lakers. And you see now he's an integral part of a championship team. We have to stop doing this. And as we explore trades that are probably going to involve D'Angelo Russell, you have to look at the fact that the Lakers do not have other playmakers. Unless Skylar Mays works out, you better hope he works out if you're going to give up D'Lo, because D'Lo is a playmaker. And I'm not talking flashy, over the top pat. I'm talking just run the play, get to the right spot, hit you in a sweet spot for your shot. Things that a point guard does that may not get all the credit in the world, but that is exactly what he does. Now, look. As far as I'm concerned, the Lakers need a 70% win rate going on these last 44 games. The Lakers got to go like 30-14. That's a lot to ask. 30-14. But you don't want to be at the bottom of the league. Lakers got to go about 30-14 to end their last 44 games. This January, so far, they've got a big shot. Their next game is against the Suns. The Suns are a dangerous team for obvious reasons, right? The Suns they have the ability to just go off. And so far, they haven't done that as much. And they're also pretty small. Nurkic is cool, but they can get pretty small at times and play pretty small at times. And their better lineups are their quicker lineups. So you're going to see kind of some similar actions that you saw against the Raptors, except the Raptors are almost 100% downhill. And the Suns can shoot a lot better. But this is a dangerous game, and the next 3 or 4 games are going to be dangerous leading up into the Clippers These are going to be some dangerous games, but the Lakers about 30-14 is where we're looking for the rest of the season. They've set themselves back. Now they've got to make up for it. 30-14 is what you're looking for the rest of the season. Give or take some wiggle room in 1 or 2 games, but if you do, it can't be a 50% win rate. You just can't do it now. You don't have the space. It does look like these lineups are pretty much locked in. I'm not sure what's going to happen when Rui comes back. I'm sure he maybe be added to that bench mob, give LeBron a few more minutes off. But, we'll see how they work the lineups out. They seem to be dialing in just a little bit, which makes a little more sense because right now in this stretch, the players that are healthy are the players that they have, which makes it very easy for the coaching staff to say, those are my 9 guys. That's who I'm running with. When Rui comes back, it's going to change things a little bit, right? Who do I give Rui's minutes to? I got to get Rui on the floor. There's going to be some lineup confusion. You guys are going to try to sound smart about rotations. But the reality is this rotation discussion is a legitimate one, and it's going to be a bit of a problem going forward. All right, so just be prepared for it. Hopefully the Lakers are on against the Suns. I'm not all the way convinced the Lakers have turned this corner, but there are some bright signs, especially with the bench. I really hope they don't make too many crazy moves. I kind of want them to stick with this core and see what happens going forward. I do think that this is a team that can win. It's talented enough to win. I don't know why anybody would feel any different, but, go off. I will holler at y'all next time. Y'all can comment, like, subscribe on my YouTube, holler at me on Threads. All of these places you can get at me. Peace.